Welcome back to Interview Ninja Step 83, when we continue preparing Corbin for his interview at the Northern School of Music. We're going to help him prioritize his preparation and find a focus. We talk about finding the fundamentals of what the course is about and what his wants are, then developing clarity of what you want to say. Using the right words is really important, and avoiding misunderstanding if possible. And finally, finding your personal style so that even if someone is coaching you, you don't use their words, you find your own words in terms of self-expression, because really that's what's going to carry you through during the interview, and it won't elude you. You won't have to be continually thinking, what am I supposed to say at this point? You can just rely on your newfound soft skills and speak from the heart.
Could play the 94 scales as opposed to learn the 94 scales. But I was just going to say, could you put on my list of things to do, maybe formulate some kind of CV type thing?
Well, what are you going to put in this CV?
I'll put information about my maths band. I'll put down the fact that I've composed and written for theatre and acted as a musical director.
Is this not already in it?
Yes. So I'm going to tailor that one that we've done. Because I won't put all the things like running right at the top this time, you know?
Because it's a different scene. Yeah.
So that's what I mean by make CV. Tailor my strictly brief.
If you're going to tailor it, then what are you going to do with it?
Then I'm going to see tomorrow during the Skype interview.
Yeah.
If I can mention it, I can say, I will send this over to you.
Well, if I can mention it.
I will
Why
mention
not?
it. I will definitely mention it.
You need to be
I know
proactive.
it will come out.
Yeah.
So
you've been proactive. You've done wonderfully to get the gig.
So I will make sure he gets that tomorrow. What was your other question?
I don't know. I have any questions. My bigger question is,
I can remember what it was.
It's what you're going to do now. I mean, let's say we're going to finish in 5 minutes. You're
Okay.
going to rush off. I'm anxious that you're going to
Waste time.
Well, no waste. Miss it. You're not going to prioritize, and you're not going to do things that are really important. Now, people who've taken the time to watch us have this discussion, this is not their life. They're not going up to a musical centre of excellence. They're preparing for a different kind of interview, another opportunity. They want to go from good to great. So it's important that we generalize as well as be very, very specific. So you're going to learn the fundamental knowledge that you feel will enable you to respond to a wide range of challenges in the actual discussion. When you go up for this audition, implies you're going to be performing or doing music. Okay.
Yeah, I will be.
That's fine. Okay. So it's that kind of interview.
Yeah.
So you want to be ready to perform.
Yeah.
Presumably, they will do two things I would suggest you. They will ask you to do a piece you're comfortable with, and then they will challenge you with a piece that's possibly new. Okay? And something in between. So you need to have your party piece. Anybody goes up to Northern School of Music, they've got their party piece. They've got the little thing they do, and they've really got it off slick, and they've practiced it 10,000 times. And then they'll challenge you. Okay, that's what you do now. Now, can you do this? Are you flexible? And so on and so on. So, how are you going to communicate with them with your breadth? You're not just a performer.
No,
You're great with, what else are you great with?
Sorry, which question am I answering? That how am I
this
going to
question,
communicate
what
myself?
else are you good at that might be relevant to the people who are interviewing you or auditioning you? What else is it you do? and can prove.
So I can do the performing thing. I can do the composition
Can you?
side of things.
Is there any evidence in what you're sending that you can compose?
Well, I've sent him 3 things, 2 videos of me playing and composing. Well,
which are they?
They're 2 videos of me performing something that I've composed.
Is it clear that you composed it?
Yes.
This is good.
And then I suppose I can also do the directing thing, the management side of things, the musical director thing. And then I can do the producing thing.
What's that? What does producing thing mean?
It's halfway between composing and performing.
Okay. Doesn't tell me much.
So you go into a studio and you'd have the producer is the man that sits behind the desk, and you have an artist come in and say, "Here's my song," and the producer says, "Have you thought about putting this here and putting this here and having this part here and making it sound?" Do
you think that's an important role, an important capability, a valuable skill?
Probably one of the most important.
Oh, okay. So it's really important. Is it part of the course? Is there a module for it?
Not on this course, but
on a different course.
No, not on a different course. You can't do producing at a conservatoire, and if you go to do producing at somewhere that's not a conservatoire, waste of time.
Okay. So where does producing fit in?
Producing fits into this because I will take my music stuff. I will take my music gear, and I will be in my room.
So this means you're not going to focus on the course?
No, I will be focusing on the course because it will be expected that you are playing and recording and performing all the time, even when you're not in a lecture.
Okay.
So if I can be producing it's what I do in my downtime.
So you're autonomous?
Yes.
You're the whole deal?
Yes.
Is that worth telling?
Sure.
Why do you do that? Why have you made yourself, I'm very nearly finished, why have you made yourself capable, or why have you taught yourself to be capable to produce your own music?
Because I didn't mean to,
By now, you're probably used to me letting this kind of conversation flow without interruption. But again, there are lots of directed questions using 5W2H to almost force Corbyn to see that what he does is really good, and he has, for me, an amazing range of musical skills he has taught himself. Our next step is to adapt his talking to camera skills into talking to an interviewer. He will need presence, projection, and especially clarity of who he is now, and especially his potential and openness to growth, because university interviews are all about them assessing how much they can help you to grow, and the win-win for your growth and their reputation. Interviews are about adapting your style of conversation from this nice guy type person to this more tough guy and challenging type person.
I've always liked making music, and I wanted to record my own music, and it's just the natural progression for me playing.
You're driven, aren't you?
I suppose.
No, are you or aren't you
yes,
driven?
No, I am driven. I was driven to record my own music myself and be the dictator of my own sound.
Dictator's a dodgy word.
What?
Manager, controller. All right, dictator if you like.
Okay, no.
Dictator implies you're going to be held to work for. Director, perhaps a better word?
I wanted to be in charge of my own sound.
Perfect.
And that is why
Perfect.
I did it. I learned to produce. You learn to produce as you learn to record and play, and for me it was a very natural development of...
You went the extra mile.
Yes, I suppose.
No, not I suppose, Corbyn. Yes, I did. Say it to the camera.
Well,
no. Yeah, yes, I did.
Yes, I did. But the reason that I'm not saying that I went the extra mile... Oh, no, I did. Yes, I did. I went the extra mile. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of person you are, isn't it? In
Yes.
terms of what you do,
Yes, it is.
you go the extra mile.
Yes, I do.
Why is it so hard to get you
It's
to,
not hard
to project
say
it?
Yes, I go the extra mile.
We've identified enough musical skills, plus we have Corbyn's soft skills. Now we must teach him how to leverage and communicate them to an interviewer. The biggest block is his natural modesty and good manners. It will be a struggle to find a method and style that is both powerful enough and authentic to his character. I will lead and hope he takes over with his own wording.
Look into the eyes of the person who says, why do you want to come to Northern School of Music?
I go the extra mile.
And
Some.
no, and you can help me. I have researched what you do here. I have a great respect for this as your Northern School of Music as a centre of excellence. I think I can learn more here than I can pretty well anywhere else. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm in front of you. That's why I emailed you. That's why I sent you my music. Because for me, coming on this course is going to be a fantastic opportunity. And I very much hope that you will consider me for a place on your course. Thank you.
Shall I stop it?
No, what do you think of what I just said?
I think what you said was good. I think your delivery was rather sincere. It was quite, yes. I think what you said was great. I think they want me.
Did you say sincere or insincere? My delivery was what? It's sincere or insincere?
I'll phrase it differently.
Artificial?
No, it wasn't artificial. It was serious.
Okay. What do you think would be a better delivery? To say, if you think what I said was good.
What you said.
So I want you to say what I said if you thought it was good. I want you to imagine that on the other side of that camera is the guy you're going to be seeing. And imagine he says, why do you want to come on this course? Okay, so it's going to be over to you. You've got 60 seconds. I'm giving you 10 to think about it.
I'm thinking about it. I'm just. I wasn't necessarily saying that you did a bad job of it.
Convince, and never mind me, I'm going off camera.
I want to do the course. No, don't go off camera.
All right.
I want to do the course.
No, not the course.
I want to do your course.
That's it.
Because I feel like I'm on the spot. I don't know.
Yeah, you are on the bloody spot because you will be on the spot.
Bloody interview. Yes.
Yeah, you're going to be on the spot within a couple of days. Now, you can take 3 cracks at it if you like. When you did the other thing, you got really good.
Okay. I want to do your course because Okay.
Don't worry.
No, let me think about it. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that I want to do that course because that is where I think I can be best. I can be at my best under the influence of these people.
If you need to, write down the three top things you want to say.
Well, I want to say...
And put them in the right order. You write down 3 things you want to say.
Yet.
Well, okay, well, you can change the order.
I want to be at my best. I want to be the best it can be. I want to...
Fulfill my potential.
I want to...
Are you comfy with those words?
Yeah. And under the influence of their teaching.
Guided by their teaching. Under the influence sounds like drugs.
I want to fulfill my potential. And I don't want to write it down because then it's formulaic and it sounds too composed. And
What's wrong with being well prepared?
Because it needs to sound genuine and it needs
It's got to be authentic as well.
Yes. It needs to not sound pre-written. And
Okay.
I think my problem with what you had to say, your delivery of it, was it felt pre-prepared.
Okay.
I know it wasn't.
No.
It felt very stern.
Okay, you don't want to sound stern. Fine. Listen, I don't care what your style is.
No.
Your style's your style.
So
You've got to know,
the
you've got to prepare and know what you're going to say.
I'm critiquing your style because
Don't.
I've now given a lot of guidance and suggested all sorts of wording. I'm glad Corbyn is pushing back. From now on, I want him to own, as much as possible, what words he uses and his whole way of projecting. If it comes from his heart, it will work far better than anything I can suggest. In step 84, we're going to see how well Corbyn can reshape his own raw material, as it were, into something beautiful that he can be confident about and will empower him when he goes into the interview.